Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the northwest and northeast entrances of the stadium and welcome our candidates for graduation, the class of 2017.
Good afternoon and welcome. Good afternoon, Cal Poly. Welcome to Cal Poly's spring commencement ceremony for the College of Architecture and Environmental Design and the College of Engineering. Yeah. My name is Keith Humphrey, and as Cal Poly's Vice President for Student Affairs, it is my privilege to preside over today's joyous ceremony. At this time, it is my pleasure to present Cal Poly's Wind Orchestra, led by conductor Christopher Woodruff. Soloist Samantha Folk from the College of Liberal Arts will be singing our national anthem. ROTC cadets of Cal Poly's Military Science Department, led by Cadet Battalion Commander Wyatt Thomas, under the direction of Lieutenant Colonel Josh Gillen, will post the colors. Please rise and remain standing, and gentlemen, remove your caps until the color guard has exited the field. Please post the colors. Please be seated. We have so many reasons to be Cal Poly proud today. As a university, we are conferring more than 4,500 degrees upon deserving scholars. Yeah, that's worth applause. Each of our students has worked very hard, and our talented and dedicated faculty and staff have been there each and every step of the way, encouraging our students. Also with us today are the many parents, family members, friends, partners, spouses, and supporters who had to put up with you when you were in elementary school and acted like you knew everything. Well, today is your day. You can celebrate today because as a Cal Poly graduate, you indeed do know everything. As for tomorrow, let's just say there's a lot more learned by doing in your future. Graduates, from wow to now, we have all invested a great deal in your success. You are expected to enter the world poised to make a difference in your professions and through service to your communities. During your time in San Luis Obispo, you have improved this community. We are confident about the contributions you will make to improve the world around you. You leave us as Mustangs united, under love, empathy, and respect for others. A few of you have prepared to serve in the most unselfish way of all. This weekend, we are graduating 6 students who will be commissioned as second lieutenants in the United States Army. We cannot thank you enough for your willingness to serve our country, and we are indebted to all who have served in the military. And at this time, I ask all active duty servicemen and women and veterans in our audience today to please stand or wave your hand and be recognized for your service to our country. Thank you. Joining me on the stage are members of the President's Party, led by your president, Dr. Jeffrey D. Armstrong. Honorees, special guests, and individuals invited to address the graduates will be introduced later in the program. Members of the President's Party with us today are John Nyland, Alumni Trustee, George Galgani, Trustee Emeritus, Kathleen McMahon, Dean of Students, Dawn Theodora, University Legal Counsel, Adam Jarman, Associate Vice President for Development, and Christopher Appel, Grand Marshal. At this time, can I ask all members of the Platform Party to please stand and be recognized by our graduates. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Cal Poly Student Body President, Jana Colombini. There is no student I know that represents Learn by Doing better than Jana Colombini. In her 4 years at Cal Poly, she has done it all, from being a stellar student, involved member of her sorority, student government board member, WOW leader, and finally your student body president. No task has been too large or overwhelming for Jana. She has approached each day as your president with the poise and grace that Columbinis have been known for on this campus for generations. She has led selflessly when it could be easier to do otherwise, and she has done it with a smile on her face every single day. Jana cares about you, this campus, and being a Mustang forever. We are a better campus because of you, Jana, and we look forward to seeing how you will change the world because we know you can and we know you will. So for the last time, please welcome your student body president, Jana Colombini.
Hello, everyone. Like Vice President Humphrey said, my name is Jana Colombini, and I have had the honor and privilege to serve as your student body president. I'd like to thank everyone for being here today, especially my fellow graduates. You may have gone through a lot of barriers, some of which may have started at around 6 a.m. this morning and probably continued all day, or some stresses that you may have endured over the past 4, 5, 6, 10 years that you've been at Cal Poly. All of the Poly rating searches you've done, hoping that your upcoming test was on Quizlet, scrolling through the class of Facebook pages when you lost your Poly card or needed survey responses. You've accomplished something that not everyone has the ability to do. You finally earned a college degree, and you did it at one of the best, most competitive and intensive universities in the country. But in the end, you are the one who did it. Always remember to thank your supporters, faculty, and mentors that have positively impacted your life and have helped you get to this moment, because none of us could have actually done it alone. Now go out into the world and use all of the skills that you've learned here and be successful. Along the way, don't forget about the memories you made here, though. That feeling you felt when you were a Wowie and you were scared to start this new chapter of your life. All the hikes around San Luis Obispo that you did that were followed by basic Instagram pictures. The late night adventures with your friends, going to Slodoco and Taco Bell at strange hours of the night. The random whiffs of the dairy unit you would get when coming out of class, or the not so random parking tickets. Being some of the last to know about VG's late night, yep. The moments when you realized you met some of your lifelong best friends, the clubs and organizations that you now call your family, and the hours upon hours you spent studying to receive something that maybe you were the first in your family to do. To put your hard work into perspective, if you listen to Dean Bailey study 25 to 35 hours a week over the course of 4 years, taking 3/4 a year, you studied anywhere from 3,500 to 5,000 hours over your time here, which is about 150 to 200 days worth of studying. If you're a 5th year, add 900 hours. If you're a 6th year, 7th year, just keep on adding hours. Now, I know a lot of you put in far more hours than just that, but maybe if you're someone who maybe didn't, you must have done something right to be here today. Regardless, you have overcome struggles and challenges and celebrated your successes. You're now a Wowie of the real world. You're going to be scared and you're probably already nervous, but you get to grow from all of your experiences at Cal Poly, and after a few weeks, you'll have it down, just like when you came to Cal Poly. Or it maybe take a couple years, just like when you came to Cal Poly. This is the end of just the introductory chapter of your life. You have so many more chapters to write. Always remember to keep learning by doing or learning by failing, but regardless, have fun with the next chapter of your life. It has been an honor being your student body president, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Congratulations, Mustangs.
Thank you, Gianna. Now please welcome Dr. Gary Laver, Chair of Cal Poly's Academic Senate, who will speak to you on behalf of our outstanding faculty. Dr. Laver.
Thank you. On behalf of Cal Poly's Academic Senate and all of our faculty, allow me to welcome everyone, graduates, family, and friends, to these joyful proceedings. Naturally, we are here to celebrate the graduates' hard work and accomplishments, but it is also important that we recognize all of you who have provided them with essential support as they work toward this day. Here's to you. On this day, as we celebrate the pursuit of knowledge, I would like to take a moment to consider its companion, ignorance. Mind you, I'm not speaking of stupidity. We don't have enough time to address that. It may seem odd at an event celebrating the culmination of years of learning to address what we don't know. But whether you come from a discipline that uses the Socratic method or the scientific method, the reality is that every question answered raises many new ones. In this way, as academics know so well, ignorance seems to overwhelm knowledge. It is the dark matter of the academic universe. We know so much, but there is far more that we do not. While thought-provoking, I would suggest that this realization raises a more important point. Namely, our strength lies in the inherent value we place on pursuing knowledge and transmitting it to others, including younger generations. Further, we would do well to remind ourselves that respecting facts and embracing the pursuit of truth are not merely academic values, but among all humanity's most critical assets. Without them, we are surely lost. Certainly, no one will be surprised to hear an endorsement of knowledge at a commencement ceremony. But the human enterprise is not, of course, merely one of knowledge or its pursuit. As a famous Vulcan once said, logic is the beginning of wisdom, not the end. And while logic is powerful, it is not the only benefit of higher education. In addition to the foundation provided by truth, our lives are given depth by cultivating an appreciation of the world and by taking care of one another. And graduates, I trust your time at Cal Poly has been one in which you have incorporated an appreciation of the world's beauty and a respect of your fellow travelers through life. If the premise of education is that the human condition is improvable, the proof of this and the ongoing promise of this are evident in every one of you graduating today. Truth, beauty, and compassion are a mighty combination in keeping ignorance at bay, and I encourage you to hold tightly to these values as you go forward. About going forward, graduates, if you're elated, you should be. If you're exhausted but relieved, I completely understand. And if the uncertainty of what happens next makes you nervous, I'd say that sounds about right too. However you happen to feel, let me say again that we at Cal Poly have endeavored to provide you not only with an education, but with a value system for improving the world. We hope you use it and share it. As we say goodbye in our ceremonial way, on behalf of the faculty and all of us at Cal Poly, I wish you well on your road to wisdom. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Laver. At this time, please welcome to the podium your president, Dr. Jeffrey D. Armstrong.
Congratulations, graduates and family members. It is now my honor to confer an honorary degree on behalf of Cal Poly and the California State University. I would like to invite Dr. Gilbert H. Stork to step forward to receive his honorary degree of Humane Letters. I would also ask Trustee John Nyland to stand and please join us. Gil graduated from Cal Poly in 1963 with a bachelor's in mathematics and a master's in mathematics in 1965. He received his doctorate in education in 1981 from Brigham Young University. Gil played football for Cal Poly. One of 22 survivors of the 1960 football team plane crash in Toledo, he knows what it means to make the most of every day. The Mustang Memorial, just on the other side of the stadium, marks that terrible tragedy, and it also celebrates the gift of life. Gil's contributions to Cal Poly and our broader community are widely known. An avid member of the Rotary, many boards of directors throughout the county, and the recipient of several awards, including the SLO Chamber of Commerce Citizen of the Year Award, Gil's generosity, good nature, and spirit of friendship make every initiative in which he is involved more successful. Gil has dedicated his life to higher education in his work at Cuesta College, where he's been a faculty member, associate dean, a dean 3 times over, assistant superintendent, and president. He has held so many positions at Cuesta because his contributions have consistently improved every area and student he touched. Gilbert Stork, on the recommendation of the faculty of California Polytechnic State University, and by the authority vested in me by the trustees of the California State University, I am proud to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the attendant rights, responsibilities, and distinctions. Congratulations. Please welcome Dr. Stork as he makes a few comments.
Good afternoon. I was just thinking it was 54 years ago that I was in your position. And if you could have told me what life was going to be like, I would have told you were crazy. But one thing I did learn, which is a very important lesson here at Cal Poly, was that life happens. Life happens many times in such a way that you have no control over that event. And what you can only control is how you respond to that event. It was a hard lesson that I learned, but it's been something that has helped me through my career, throughout this last 50 years that I've spent at Cuesta College. Today, I'm going to dedicate this honor to my 16 teammates who are memorialized with those pillars behind us today, because they never got the opportunity to do what I did and what you did, and that's to be able to graduate from this amazing university. And so, Dr. Armstrong and the trustees, thank you very much for this honor.
Thank you, Dr. Stork. We will remember those 16 fallen Mustangs. I am delighted now to introduce our keynote speaker today, Mr. Gary Erickson. Gary is a Cal Poly alumnus with a degree in business. He and his wife and partner, Kit Crawford, are owners of Cliff Bar and Company and several other companies. Gary started his Cliff Bar journey by opening a small bakery that in 1992 started to sell energy bars. A lifelong athlete, Gary's and Kit's products support a healthy lifestyle and a commitment to social and environmental responsibility. Their employees benefit from their clearly defined work ethos that is centered on the belief that if their employees are thriving, their company endeavors will too. Their companies are guided by 5 aspirations, which include a commitment to sustaining people, business, their brands, communities, and the planet. He has many other successes, too numerous to mention. So now, would you please join me in welcoming Gary to this 2017 commencement celebration.
Hey. Thank you, President Armstrong, trustees, distinguished faculty, proud parents, family members and friends, and most of all, the class of 2017. It is a privilege to be here with you today to celebrate the completion of your studies and all that you have accomplished here at Cal Poly. Congratulations. I've got to admit, it is wonderful and weird to be here today. I am also a Cal Poly graduate, class of 1980. Unfortunately, I never walked for graduation. So holding this diploma and wearing this cap and gown, I guess I am finally walking for graduation. Thanks for letting me walk with you. As a former solid C student, any of you out there? I certainly never expected to be back here as the commencement speaker for such an accomplished group of graduates. So if there are any C students out there, just take note. This could be you in 37 years. The very fact that I am up here today is living proof that life is full of many surprising twists and turns and unexpected outcomes. And while I was never the most impressive academic student, I have always been a diligent student of adventure. The greatest joy in my life is getting lost so that I can find my way out. Whether it's up a towering rock face or over a mountain pass, these experiences have taught me how to face life's obstacles as well as its opportunities, to embrace the unknown, to act on those rare and precious moments of total clarity, and above all, to trust my gut. These lessons have led me to my purpose, and they have landed me here at this podium. And these are the lessons I would like to share with you today, the day before you head out into the wild. When I graduated from Cal Poly in 1980, I had absolutely no idea what I was going to do after graduation. My only goal was to make enough money so that I could pay my rent and fund the things I love to do. So I parked cars, mounted and tuned skis. I even worked at Mountain Air here in town when I was going to college, hammered nails and installed insulation. To keep, go insulation? Oh. To keep my expenses as low as possible, I lived in a garage in Berkeley. Eventually, my brother Randy got me one job at a bicycle company. It wasn't glamorous. I swept the floors in their factory, but it was a good, steady gig, and it was pretty cool working for a bicycle company. My hard work paid off, and they came to me with an offer for a full-time plant manager. The pay was excellent, enough to move out of the garage, full benefits, and a car allowance. I'm thinking, dude, a new car. I'm going to get a new car. And the prospect of having one was pretty unbelievable. I thought, this is the American dream. This is success. With the offer on the table, I left for a weekend of climbing in Yosemite with my friend Lois. Lois and I love to climb big rocks together and talk about life. And we always did most of our talking in a place we called Decision Meadow, a small meadow at the base of Half Dome. In the meadow, I gave Lois the pitch of my new job. I told her all the things I was going to get: the money, maybe a nice house, of course, a fancy new car. I had decided probably on a red Audi. After all, it was the 80s. Just as Lois's eyes started to glaze over with my description of the Audi, I happened to look past her to see a car cruising into Yosemite. It was a beat-up, baby blue Plymouth Valiant. Now, you guys are too young to know what a Valiant is, but suffice it to say, it's not a car that anyone would aspire to. But in that moment, as I watched it ramble across the valley at dusk, I felt a deep longing and sadness. Looking at that car, I realized that I had given up on myself. It was as if I had gotten off track and started to choose someone else's dream. I had mistaken comfort and certainty for success. And even though I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life or what my purpose was, I knew I couldn't abandon my chance to discover it. Taking that great job would have been selling myself short. I left the valley the next day in my $300 beat-up green Datsun 510, turned down the offer, and dove back, head first, into the abyss of uncertainty. For the next 2 years, I explored the vast gray area of not knowing what was next. But I continued to work hard, pay my way, and pursue as many outdoors ventures as I could. And above all, I trusted myself to find my thing. And in 1985, I found it. It was my mom's savory Greek pastry called a yoha. Think Italian calzone. I was just sitting in her kitchen, hanging out, and she was baking, and I was eating. It wasn't my first yoha. In fact, it was probably number 1,000. But it kind of hit me. I can sell these. That was it. One moment of clarity, and the uncertainty disappeared. Now I had my path. I took $1,000 that I had saved up, bought an industrial mixer, and I was off. Within the year, I had a commercial bakery with dozens of clients and 7 employees. I loved baking, and I discovered that I loved running my own business. Soon I was looking for opportunities to combine my love of baking with my love of the outdoors, a combination that led to the creation of the first Cliff Bar. Choosing uncertainty over security and comfort probably seems risky, but in that journey from Decision Meadow to Cliff Bar, I learned that not all great offers are great opportunities. And sometimes getting lost is the best way to find yourself and the right path forward. And life's rare moments of inspiration and clarity, they don't just strike out of nowhere. They are earned through wandering, exploring, and patience. These realizations have led me to these realizations have been the most important in my life. And on April 17, 2000, they saved me from losing my soul. With the creation of Cliff Bar, my small commercial bakery evolved into a $39 million company with 65 employees by 2000. By all traditional measures, Cliff Bar was wildly successful. But as the company grew, so too had all the tensions and pressures of running a business. Not to mention, our 2 biggest competitors, Power Bar and Balance Bar, had just sold to the 2 largest food companies in the world, Nestle and Kraft. I was afraid that I couldn't keep Cliff Bar on the right track. It all felt too hard. There was so much at stake. To alleviate my fear and anxiety, I clung to 2 myths: that if I didn't sell the company, Cliff Bar would be snuffed out by the competition, and that selling was the American dream. And so I decided to give up and get out while the getting was good. I put Cliff Bar on the block, and within a few months, we had an offer for $120 million. More money than I could ever spend. Enough money to get lost on a bike or on a rock or in the backcountry for a lifetime. I would never have to work another day in my life. I tried to imagine the comfort and security of all that money melting the stress and tension away. Remember, I started the business on $1,000. Now all I had to do was drive to San Francisco, sign the papers, and millions of dollars would be wired directly into my bank account. But as I stood in our Berkeley office getting ready to go, I started to have what I now know was a panic attack. I told my team I needed to take a walk around the block. When I got to the parking lot, I wept. The thing was, Cliff Bar was never about the money. It was always about finding my thing, and selling it was selling out and selling myself short. I knew I had more to do, and that Cliff Bar had more to do. And once again, even though I didn't know exactly what that was, I knew that I couldn't abandon my chance to discover it. And for the record, my wife, Kit, who is here today, never wanted to sell or believed we needed to sell the company. She was right. I walked back into the office and over the phone told the lawyers and the corporate execs to go home, that I wasn't going to sell. I was instantly free. Today, 17 years later, Cliff Bar remains privately held, is family and employee owned. Now we have 1,200 employees. We are a thriving business. We exist to run a different kind of company, one in which success contributes to positive impact in the world, supporting people, communities, and the planet. Every day, Kit and I wake up inspired by what we will do next, whether it's creating another great product that people love, or working to create a healthy, just, sustainable food system, or supporting the community through tens of thousands of volunteer hours. The list goes on. It is through these accomplishments that I measure success. And I'm surrounded by the most incredible, creative, adventure-loving people, over a dozen of which are proud Cal Poly Mustangs. Today, also in town is, and was here this morning, one of those people, our Chief Financial Officer graduated from Cal Poly, Rich Barano. For me, it took almost losing everything and walking away from $120 million to find my American dream, to keep my soul, and to find my happiness. No matter how certain or uncertain your path feels today, like mine, It is a journey that will unfold through incredible opportunities, abundant stretches of completely lost, and a smattering of defining moments. It is also a path that has never been traveled before and that will never be traveled again, because it will be navigated only by you and you alone, through your choices, guided by your passions and interests, and it will be illuminated by your discoveries. Tomorrow, many well-intentioned people, maybe a relative or a family member, for me it was my Uncle John, will ask, "What's next? Do you have a job? What are you going to do with that degree?" You do not owe them certainty. Rather, you owe yourself opportunities to get lost so that you may continue to explore, so that you may continue to find yourself, your purpose, and your happiness. And you will know when you have found it, not by the prestige of your title or the dollars in your bank account or the comfort of your home or the nice car you are driving, even if it is a red Audi, but by the hunger you feel to do more, to create more, and to contribute more to the world. So tomorrow, when your Uncle John asks, "Hey kid, what's next?" you can tell him what I told my Uncle John. "I don't know. I'm going to get lost. Trust my gut and see what happens." Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Erickson. Many of the proud supporters in the audience today have a familiar and exceptional sense of pride at this moment. Today marks an extraordinary day for the families of Cal Poly graduates who have chosen to continue their Mustang legacy. Many of you in the audience are Cal Poly proud alumni, and you may remember with vivid clarity the sense of pride and excitement you felt when you graduated from Cal Poly. At this time, I would like to welcome anyone in the audience, the proud families, supporters, friends, parents who are Cal Poly proud alumni. Please stand and be recognized. Welcome home. Welcome home to our alumni. You are always part of the Mustang family. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you Ellen Cahoon, Assistant Vice President of Alumni Outreach, who will welcome our graduating class into the community of Cal Poly alumni.
Thank you, Dr. Humphrey. Graduates, I have a question for you today. Who's feeling Cal Poly proud? Yeah. Well, as Assistant Vice President of Alumni Outreach here at Cal Poly and a fellow graduate, I'm honored to welcome you to the family of 185,000 Cal Poly proud alumni. It's my privilege to present to you a gift to symbolize your belonging to the Mustang family for life. We are all Mustangs forever. Now I'd like to ask ASI President Jana Colombini to please join me back at the podium. And while she's joining me, reach into your bags and find the Cal Poly Proud pin. It is my distinct pleasure to present each of you with a Cal Poly Proud pin as a gift from your Alumni Association, and to lead you in a traditional alumni pinning ceremony. Please stand, turn to your fellow graduate, and pin them with their Cal Poly Proud pin. As you embark on your next journey, remember that as alumni, you will always represent Cal Poly, and this will always be your home. Stay connected, come home often, and congratulations.
Guests and fellow graduates, please rise and locate the Cal Poly alma mater on page 6 of your programs. And please join me in the singing of All Hail Green and Gold.
Thank you, Ellen and Jana. It is now time to recognize the graduating class of 2017. Let's hear it. Let's get excited and make some noise. So graduates, to preside over the presentation of degrees, please welcome Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, Dr. Kathleen N. Sfinken.
Good afternoon. Cal Poly recognizes outstanding seniors from each college for academic excellence, college contributions, university contributions, and community service. The Academic Excellence Award is determined in each college by consultation with the faculty and is based on achieving an outstanding grade point average and participating in significant academic curricular and co-curricular projects and activities. Would the following Academic Excellence awardees please stand and come forward to be recognized? Amy Politz, Academic Excellence Awardee from the College of Architecture and Environmental Design. And Justin Michael Frenzel, Academic Excellence Awardee from the College of Architecture and Environmental Design. Congratulations on your outstanding achievement. It's now time to recognize our master's degree candidates. Graduates, let me share the significance of your master's hood that adorns your regalia. The master's degrees awarded today reflect your mastery of a particular field. The origins of commencement regalia date back to the 12th and 13th centuries when universities were first formed. The hood was originally worn for warmth in cold medieval buildings. But today, the hood adds character and academic significance to the ceremony. The lining color represents the discipline you have now mastered. Wear your hood with pride. It connects you with the earliest traditions of higher education and denotes scholarly and professional achievements. I'm now pleased to present Richard Savage, Director of Graduate Education, who will present the master's degree candidates.
Good afternoon. Master's degree candidates of the College of Architecture and Environmental Design and the College of Engineering, please stand and remain standing. Faculty from the College of Architecture and Environmental Design and the College of Engineering, please stand. President Armstrong, on behalf of the faculty involved with our graduate programs, I am honored to present these master's degree candidates.
Master's candidates, on the recommendation of the faculty of California Polytechnic State University, and by the authority vested in me by the trustees of the California State University, I now confer upon each of you the master's degree appropriate to your program with all the attendant rights, responsibilities, and distinctions. Congratulations. You may be seated, graduates.
I would now like to introduce the Dean of the College of Architecture and Environmental Design, Christine Theodoropoulos.
On behalf of the faculty and staff of the College of Architecture and Environmental Design, I congratulate our new graduates. Our mission has been to give you the ability to advance the quality and value of the built environment. As Cal Poly graduates, you will transform communities with your creative inspiration, intellectual curiosity, critical thinking, and broad inquiry. You will plan cities and regions, design landscapes and architecture, engineer building systems, and manage their construction. And through this work, you will be inventors, artists, analysts, interpreters, collaborators, advocates, entrepreneurs, and leaders. Each one of you has had a tremendous impact on our college. We will miss you. Keep in touch. We look forward to your future accomplishments. Faculty from the College of Architecture and Environmental Design, please stand to be recognized. Bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Architecture and Environmental Design, please stand and remain standing. President Armstrong, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Architecture and Environmental Design, I am honored to present these candidates for graduation.
Bachelor's degree candidates, on the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Architecture and Environmental Design, and by the authority vested in me by the trustees of the California State University, I now confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree appropriate to your program, with all attendant rights, responsibilities, and distinctions. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated.
I would now like to introduce the Interim Dean of the College of Engineering, James Maher.
On behalf of the faculty and staff of the College of Engineering, I welcome over 1,000 baccalaureate and master degree candidates to the profession of engineering. Our mission has been to prepare you for careers as day one ready professionals, ready to meet the challenges of the 21st century. As engineers, you will shape the future. You will serve humanity, grow new economies, explore new frontiers, sustain ecosystems, defend, secure, and build. As graduating students of Cal Poly, you have already helped to shape our future by being part of our community. Look forward, while also representing Cal Poly with professionalism, dignity, and innovation. Be forever a Cal Poly engineer, shaping a better future with every choice you make. Faculty from the College of Engineering, please stand to be recognized. Bachelor degree candidates from the College of Engineering, please stand and remain standing. President Armstrong, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Engineering, I am honored to present these candidates for graduation.
Bachelor's degree candidates, on the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Engineering and by the authority vested in me by the trustees of the California State University, I now confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree appropriate to your program with all attendant rights, responsibilities, and distinctions. Congratulations! Thank you, graduates. And faculty, would you please be seated? Now, before you walk across the stage and are recognized individually, I'd like to take about 3 minutes and give you some advice. First, I would like to just echo again, welcome and congratulations. Congratulations, graduates. and welcome to everyone who is here today. You're here today because your degree, what you have accomplished, is something transformational, and this is something worthy of a big celebration. We've been committed to your success for many years, and we are going to remain committed to your success in the future. As you've heard, your future, it starts today. When you first arrived on campus, our goal was to help you learn how to think in complex environments about complex problems. Our process in meeting that goal was learn by doing. Learn by doing has set you up for a lifetime of success in learning. Many people have helped you along the way. Our faculty created programs and curricula designed to give you the experiences you need to be resilient in the workforce or in graduate or professional school. Together, our faculty and staff have provided you with the mentorship opportunities and guidance you have needed to get to this very day. Faculty and staff, thank you for all you have done for our graduates. Graduates, please acknowledge with your applause the great direction and support you've received from our faculty and staff. Give it up for them loudly. There's another group that we really want to recognize, and they're waiting patiently here in the wings. Your parents, grandparents, siblings, other family members, and dear friends have also supported you throughout your lives to get you to this point that you've reached today. Graduates, please give these champions who have always been in your corner a big round of applause. Graduates, I imagine that in turning a page in your lives today, some of you are experiencing some uncertainty about the future. If you do feel that way, it's important not to be afraid. You're prepared through Learn by Doing, just as you heard from our speaker, Gary Erickson. Another bit of advice is to never forget to speak truth to power and always treat those who work for you with dignity and respect, as well as those whom you will work for in your various roles. They will return being treated with dignity and respect many-fold, and they will be motivated to support you as best they can in all your endeavors. Please remember that as you move forward as an alumni, you have responsibilities to ensure that the value of your degree remains high and, in fact, appreciates over time. This is a very special Cal Poly family that you're joining. The quality of your degree is due to the hard work of our faculty and the tremendous success of the alumni who have come before you. We will continue to do everything in our part to continue to grow the value of your degree. On your part, we ask that you continue to engage with us. Each year, we admit new students who will need your support, your time, your mentorship, and yes, you may end up like our speaker, hiring those Cal Poly grads. Please stay in touch and help our students succeed. And yes, it's not if, but when you're successful, please think about those institutions, those family members, there's community, and as well, Cal Poly, and give back. Think about that in the future. You have been our employees, our volunteers, our partners in undergraduate and graduate research. You have helped our clubs and organizations thrive. You have ensured the strong voice of the students through ASI. And also, you've told us in peaceful protest what we need to do to support you more. You have navigated our systems, and you've let us know where they work and where they do not work. You invested a great deal in Cal Poly. In turn, we have invested a great deal in you. I appreciate everything you have done to make Cal Poly better. You have made Cal Poly better, and thank you for so many years ago choosing Cal Poly. And from this day forward, you are part of the Cal Poly family. Cal Poly graduates of 2017, there's one more thing we need to do. Would you all please stand? As a symbol of recognizing that you are a graduate and member of the Cal Poly family forever, please move the tassel from the right to the left. Family member, friends, faculty, and staff, on behalf of Cal Poly, I present to you the class of 2017. Congratulations.
Congratulations! Congratulations! Graduates, it is now your time to walk the stage and receive recognition for your well-deserved degrees. Please remain at your seats until your row is escorted to the stage. Faculty from the College of Architecture and Environmental Design and the College of Engineering, please proceed to the outside perimeter of the graduate seating area to congratulate our graduates as they exit the stage. Graduates, please promptly return to your seat after your name has been read. Oh, wait. Where'd she come from?
Paridnaz Faridnia.
Michael Shear.
Snehal Dalia.
Ruben Diaz.
Tanvi Savi.
Nick Bonafede.
Jesse Carpenter.
Ryan Baskett.
Carol Ziesenhenny.
Sam Artho Bentz.
Caitlin Miller.
Evan Dowie.
Seitu Coleman.
David Otsu.
Benjamin Carl Rady.
Surbinder Singh.
Kara Vershagen.
Brandon Levitsky.
Caitlin Milich.
Noah Negri.
Justin Gustavo Guan.
Ryan Mickey Takatsuka.
Karen Frida.
Gavin Scott.
Carla Alejandra Cimental.
Kyle Hassan.
Jennifer Briggs.
Keenan Pretzer.
Mika Marsh.
David Ritter.
Kimia Kiani.
Taewan Kim.
Jonathan McCall.
Angelo Miguel Asuncion Gallardo.
Lucas Rodriguez Rivarola.
Trevor Ronald Say.
Isaac Cameron.
Ethan Ackerman.
Patrick Brutzman.
Oscar Ruiz.
Matthew Winston.
Garrett Heinen.
Alex Cost.
Nicholas Bozio.
Connor Sullivan.
Arsh Gill.
Jason Au.
Travis Taylor.
Kevin Min Fan.
Aaron Richard Arenas.
Elizabeth Ann Coffey.
Andrew Forster.
Kevin Chow.
Colin Alexander White.
Joseph Yen Lee.
Jacob Carl Epstein.
Tet Tet Oo.
Delaney Bales.
Shavni Muduluru.
Jason Chang.
Eli Rogers.
Charles Hu.
Amaya Ganguly.
Henry Southway.
Vivek Srifati.
Alyssa Carter.
Long Tran.
Austin Marshall Lynch.
Jeremy Kerfs.
Alicia Jade Bender.
Adam Chase Calabrigo.
Joshua Ledgerwood.
Jonathan Sleep.
Victor Espinosa.
Cheryl Ann Rhoda Alfred.
Chad Bickle.
Brendan Okamura.
William Edward Denzel.
Kyle Piddington.
Eric Koji Nagaoka.
Kevin Carney.
David Baker.
Ivan Pashev.
Jim Dark.
Elliot Fisk.
Tyler Ball.
Siavash Rezari.
Joseph Gagliano.
Audrey Washura.
Aaron Shee.
Nupur Garg.
Alexander Cerisi.
Bradley Randall Royce Schmidt.
Alec Robertson.
Rushil Patel.
Daniel Fugit.
Ruchita Patel.
Andrew Blocker.
Sindhuja Ramini.
Shane Sheehan.
Nikitha Bairagani.
Sarah Weir.
Gurjeevan Baines.
Rachel Smith.
Troy Mogensen.
Berizor Padilla.
Kyle Bloxam.
Rashed Hakeem Jarrar.
Devin Ferguson.
Ashraf Khan.
Christopher Chavez.
Emily Holland.
Colton James Harrison.
Rabia Siddiqui.
Vanil Singh.
Lisa Elaine Vance.
Daniel Ditchdang.
Eric Robert Krikorian.
Ryan Caceres.
Cody Trueblood.
Denise Garcia.
John Pagliaro.
Waylon Wang.
Hao Yen.
Peter Georgiev.
Jordan Nerett.
Albert Chen.
Luis Manjares.
Songbo Chang.
Christopher Michael Leclerc.
Hannah Yu.
Kennedy Alexandra Whalen.
Jonathan Edward Diaz.
Kimberly Michelle Lamar.
Rebecca Shen.
Keenan Byrne.
Brian Joseph Sugiarto.
Claire Teresa Crocker.
Cecilia Aller.
Nicholas James Hardy.
Emery Jane Skulski.
Laura Mert.
Joella Arakaki.
Colton Stapper.
Mackenzie Jew.
Andrew Krippner.
Jack Wang.
Jacob Upton.
Francis Ewan.
Davis Muxlow III.
Alex Yee.
Timothy Wirtz.
Joseph Copeland.
Tiffany Nguyen.
Taichi Sean Nakahava.
Jake Stephen Phillips.
Tui Tien Nguyen.
Matthew Anthony Coates.
Dylan Kirkby.
Zachary Malig.
Jun Trin.
Cooper Leone.
Samantha Shock.
Madeline An Tran.
Brandon Kirkham.
Jordan Wong.
Elizabeth Kamina.
David Williams.
Brandon Vo.
Michael Gonzalez.
Andrew Kim.
Corey Hughes.
Michael Galahi.
Nathaniel Cordano.
Tyler Braden Wong.
Trevor Steele.
Brittany Berlanga.
Sean Alexander Steele.
Dylan Sun.
Erica Gabrielle Hansen.
Kenneth Gonzalez.
Delaney Abigail Nelson.
Jonathan Tan.
Kelly Cochran.
Alex Green.
Chris Morton.
Jay Wu.
Brian Greenberg.
Jenna Bayer.
Henry Dorfman.
Cole Ballard Stanley.
AJ Vasquez.
Ryan Flick.
Ben Murray.
Molly Benson.
Kyle Dupuis.
Samantha Smith.
Ryan Alford.
Alicia Lanzoni.
Jonathan Falco.
Elizabeth Applegate.
Evan Lowe.
Kyle Erickson.
Jacob Graff.
Teller McClure.
Alexander Bravo.
Madeline Landis.
Ian Carpenter.
Robert Cabri.
Cameron Warner.
Adrian Michael Williams.
Jesse Aaron Bluestein.
Riley Arthur Hilliker.
Spencer Jeems.
Eric Joseph Johnson.
Scott Eugene Jorgens.
Kelsey Ray Peach.
Joey Mark and Jija.
Melanie Lim.
Evan Franceschini.
Jeremy Passell.
Sam Gallagher.
Griffin King.
Kai Stahl.
Octavio Mendoza.
Katie Eberly.
Joseph Falco.
Stephen Franzak.
Michelle Medina.
Daniel Stone.
Andrew Theron Gillis.
Vincent Lee.
Michael Chang.
Andrew Durr.
Trung Nguyen.
Lucas Froelich.
Ian Anders Nielsen.
Emily Karen Nguyen.
Courtney Lee Elliott.
Rariteja Arakati.
Omri Nissan.
Shafali Sabu.
Kelsey Rodriguez.
Vihari Mutaneni.
Jason Rivera.
Shiva Empranthiri.
Kevin Tai.
Rishab Hegde.
Justin Distaso.
Esteban Ramos.
Emily Kaplan.
Bradley Bushing.
Kevin Halverson.
Sam Warner.
Thomas Woodward.
Pedro de la Rosa III.
Spencer Chang.
John Alkire.
Christy Tain.
Lauren Miller.
Brian Bellin.
Ann Nguyen.
Augustus Holtz.
Gong Lai.
Grant Pocklington.
V. Lee.
Miller Kalin.
Catherine McKinley Hollums.
Kara Sloth.
Lydia Margot.
Alexander Miller.
Christopher Chester Apple.
Alexandra Zaragoza.
Daniel Navarro Lopez.
Blake Zabrick.
Zachary Scheib.
Lauren Ashley McClure.
Timothy Lowe.
Kurt Christopher Ebert.
Alan Scozzari.
Josh Carter.
John Stern.
Chance Daniel.
Andrew Hodges.
Ridge Nelson.
Wilson Yeah.
Max Hudson.
Dylan Grant.
Jake Cooleye.
Raymond Fu.
Kyle Brunette.
Gurinder Singh Rai.
Jacob King.
Evan John Phillips.
Rawit Sharma.
Bruce Mitchner III.
Grayson Murins.
Andrew Muradpour.
Kevin Costello.
Shanvir Singh Dinsa.
Jonathan Gunawan.
Tanner Meldy.
Stephen Hahn.
Stephen Maroney.
Angel Ventura.
Carrie Ann Louise LaPlante.
Alexis Cavrana Luna.
Kaylin Niker.
Juan Fernando Montoya.
Aaron Bartfeld.
Ryan Sue.
Evan Robert Liu.
Justin Remula.
Eric Kane Dreischerf.
Kathy Ha.
Daniel Glenn Lucier.
Leah Pekai.
John Berry.
My Fawn.
Justin Benjamin Satnick.
Randy Fung.
Tyler Cottle.
Andrew Acosta.
Thomas Yath.
Cassandra Rodriguez.
Theodore Sinhan Tan.
Alexander Whitney Delzell.
Daryl Vo.
Ben Acevedo.
Noah Bilin.
Kyle Gonsalves.
Hayden Yates.
Andrew Hostler.
Daniel Layton Hodges.
Hunter Christie Robinson.
Rodrigo Mendez.
Zachary Davis.
Nidia Vara.
Andrew Saunders.
Edith Rodriguez de la Rosa.
Forrest Roadman.
Ociel Flores Hernandez.
Oliver Cade Morrison.
Jimmy Gutierrez.
Megan Rund.
Kristen Rainier.
Michael Williams.
Karina Espelin.
Manol Kunen.
Casey Balfour.
Chauncey Naiman.
Dina Alarian.
Grant Terrace.
Raymond Fernandez Morales.
Aaron Atamian.
Juan Pablo Castillo.
Kevin Bauman.
Vincent Ramirez.
Oscar Arthur Hernandez Linset.
Kevin Aopeng Su.
Nick Cordenese.
William B.J. Noriyuki Yibisu III.
Karina Lomelli.
Alex Ling.
Alvaro Perez Rodriguez.
Cody Kitchener.
Jorge Armando Martinez.
Rachel Kangas.
Ariana Hernandez.
Michael Joshua Salinas.
Dean Lockman.
Nicholas Edward Powell.
Chris Lambert.
Amir Facinia.
Eric Olson.
George Jacob Alvarez.
Jesse Castaneda Lutz.
Jacob Francisco Garzini.
Dali Sambat.
Annie Marie White.
Ford Iman.
Andrew Meyer.
Chase Hemming.
Anton Miauchi Wallach.
Lily Jean Paul.
Nicholas John Kreber.
Merrick Moreno.
Jake Cope.
Nathan Akio Oto.
Dennis Palacio Trejon.
Jake Burt.
Nathan Gerke.
Jack Moe.
Anthony Nahal.
Joe McGill.
Alexander Matthew Powasser.
Luke Kramer.
Kian Crowley.
Alden Simmer.
Johar Paz.
Corey Parmenter.
Jacob Llewellyn.
Alfredo Navarro.
Kevin Cuevas.
Vincent Stumpf.
Van Joseph Macasset.
Christopher Della Casil.
Thomas Rohrbach.
Max Bendick.
Aaron Levis.
Russell Temple.
Jake Margulies.
Charles Joseph Kleeman.
Carmel Coren.
Matthew Thomas.
Tanya Sarah Piscoon.
Stephen Pollock.
Daniel Glover.
Corey Berry.
Anna Laird.
Duncan Williams.
Marlena Perez.
Alex Power.
Nash Reimer.
Cameron Oakley.
Mazen Ajamia.
Colin Corbella.
Laura Elizabeth Pritchard.
Michael Lowe's.
Petra Crosby Knapp.
Carson Bush.
Neil Singh Sandhu.
Danielle Hepperly.
Anna Sullivan.
Eli Steinberg.
Allison Nancy Odabashian.
William Edwin Slope.
Elliot Michael Adams.
Rory Stuthers.
Zachary Thomas Plum.
Kyle Teskey.
Alyssa Briones.
Bradley Welch.
Sarah Elaine Wade.
Alejandro Gonzalez Smith.
Katie Phillips.
Caleb Davies.
Julia Boone.
Nick Runyon.
Warren Chang.
Carter Wilson.
Evan Hench.
Corey Scott Wallace.
John Romika.
James Lee.
Courtney Haas.
Ryan William Raymondetta.
Adam Peterson Massini.
Chris Grant.
Swarnjeet Singh Boyle.
Chris Gonzalez.
Alian Omar Ali.
Josh Lazar.
Sanan Omar Ali.
Braden Ann Small.
Martin Maldonado.
John Derek Boringa.
Neil Nguyen.
Harrison Washura.
William Coburn.
Austin Leo Hostetler.
John Tran.
Liam Madden.
Sean Portune.
Peter Jacob Ralston.
Ashley Tornio.
Michael Rutledge.
Alex Baer.
Daniel Barron.
Zachary Lee Eldridge.
Daniel Montoya.
Alexander Prang.
Kendall Cone.
Brandon Lloyd Killian.
Lucas Rybarczyk.
Martin Coleman.
Sean Michael.
Casey Albert Hall.
Alexander Nichols.
Karan Dunani.
Austin Esslinger.
Rachel Hittinger.
Samuel Lawrence Tucker.
Sarah Defoe.
Charles Allen Franklin.
Colin Webster.
Alec Bialik.
Darius Holmgren.
Michael George.
Matthew Ing.
Keva Rollins.
Tam Van.
Paige Capelli.
Mitch Johnson.
Michelle Tran.
Keon Akavin.
Wiki Woo.
Mikhail Gundogdu.
Wade Bettinger.
Chris Yoshida.
Tommy Chang.
Andrew James King.
Joseph Kim.
Alexandra Drendel Limpert.
Angelo Scatini.
Liam Joseph Flory Campbell.
Mackie Daly.
Spencer Sproles.
Stephen Welsh.
Gabrielle Merkin.
Melanie Lamaster.
Kelsey Ishimatsu Jacobson.
Matthew Bailey.
Zach Rose.
Jack Connor Kim.
Caroline Attia.
Coulter McCray Knapp.
Jared Everingham.
Galen Doherty.
Nolan Ernott.
Matthew Williams.
Jose Ignacio Delgado.
Rohan Chandor.
Luke Aubrey.
Sierra Dixon.
Nathan Johnson.
Matthew Aguirre.
Adam Pearson.
Connor Kingsbury.
Reed Weeks.
Andrea Bauer.
Elliot Frey.
Brittany Salvador.
Tanner Jolly.
Justina Tran.
Ryan Hansen.
Keisha Untung.
Corey LaFollette.
Michelle Reed.
Andrew Firmage.
Sammy Sanders.
Zachary Sharpell.
Adam Kaler Mars.
Joshua Choi.
Peter Azaria.
Jay Miley.
Matthew Ramos.
Whitaker Hamill.
Jennifer Catherine Laybourne.
Robert Tam.
Hannah Michelle Lancaster.
Andrew Seaman.
Christopher George Reaney.
Stephen Johnson.
Benjamin Michael Croct.
Nate Marks.
Carter Whittington.
Harrison Nichols.
Adam Eisenbarth.
Tyler Fox.
Drew Whitwee.
Forrest Baker.
Tyler Momberger.
Michael Peck.
Drew Isaac.
Christopher Swenson.
Kevin Alexander.
Samantha Sue.
William Carey Tran.
Jake Davis.
Kristen Anaya.
TJ Stone.
Dylan Patrick Murray.
William Shong.
Christopher Liu.
George Morita.
Samuel Ricklifts.
Jesse Yap.
Kara Tobin.
Alan Robison.
Colin Patterson.
Jonathan Brausch.
Augustina Remedios.
Rex Richard Manu.
Alex Chapman.
Matthew Donald Davis.
Joel Ingracia.
Trevor Horry.
Justin Michael Frenzel.
Ryan McIntosh.
Justin Souter.
Brian Gouldsberry.
Paul Levan.
Brian Hernandez.
Brandon Carson.
Daniel Stephen Carlson.
Matthew Stevens.
Brett Gregory Wilson.
Aaron Cook.
Andrew James Willard.
Cameron Lober.
Mitchell Wilhelmsen.
John Robert Herrero.
Chloe Lynn Liu.
Will Thompson.
Brian Palafox.
Emmanuel Castaño.
Josh Yoland.
Johnny Michael McDermott.
Isaiah Diaz.
Mitchell Packard.
Jake Picenti.
Kenneth Kimbrough.
Ryan White.
Zach Faber.
Wesley Coleman Curtis.
Benjamin Deemer.
Sis Boombao.
Cannon Lynch.
David Steers.
Peter Schumann.
C. Scott Forbes.
Michael Hicks.
Antonio de Jesus Aguayo.
Austin O'Mara.
Nell Jonathan Montesino Molina.
Andrew Jenko.
Zachary Yanagihara.
Armando Ramirez Hernandez.
June Sa.
Ryan Daly.
Trang Tran.
Louise Oxnavad.
Joaquin Alejandro Tapia Esparza.
Carlos Zaragoza.
Chris Michael Welch.
Eduardo Tovar.
Daniel Byrne.
Isha Chabra.
Zejun Zhao.
Ariana Santana Blasco.
Christian Suarez.
Ian Rivard.
Randy Shaojiang Wu.
Ramon Eduardo Robles Jr.
Enrique Rodriguez Jr.
Connor Caroni.
Christian Argayo.
Peter Lee.
Joanna Moraza Perez.
Jacob Shork.
Dulce Bugarin Rodriguez.
Dan Levins.
Cassandra Angulo.
Jake Modena Kidwell.
Carlos Flores.
Marco Steven Maffioli.
Jesse Morales.
Cole James Range.
Salome Garcia III.
Dalton Crump.
LeJohn McGowan.
William Hunter Bryson.
Ong Kant.
Sam Denier.
Derek Fisher.
Earl Barajas.
Pedro Mogollon.
AJ Chamorro.
Angel Correa.
Marlo Castro.
Andy Zavala.
Sean Pacowan.
Connor Clary.
Ryan Parker Lefebvre.
Ryan Lembitz.
Trevor Daniel Houghton.
Anthony Fryer.
Nick Nam.
Sal Estevez.
Alexander Sargis.
Jordan Remke.
Ian Levinson.
Ty Niedicht.
Treya Yano.
Thomas Leahy.
Vana Kevorkian.
Logan James Gardner.
Eric Yarosh.
Andronique Chilian.
Sam Strong.
Kevin Moore.
Simon Van Hees.
Brandon Mainini.
Jeffrey Skilling.
Fiona Pizarro.
Rocky Perrin.
Matthew Kwan.
Richard Lai Wong.
Eric Chen.
Tyler Addison Lee.
Emmett Stetz.
Robert Morgan Malone.
Matthew Taylor Lindley.
Savannah Monique Gauna.
Matthew Adam Rounds.
Stephen Chase Johnson.
Robert Mitsuda.
Alex Velocity.
Jeffrey Kong.
Alexander John Kane.
Edward Liu.
Kevin Berry.
Ryan Holland.
Kyle Foley.
Jaron Hogan.
Joseph George Googly.
Shaughnessy Grant.
Joe Locker.
Ethan Junkie.
James Frazier II.
Caitlin Emily Thomas.
Eric Angelo Bett.
Gordon Davis Bellier.
Kyle Haggard.
Lohit Vankaneni.
Zach Pollard.
Kevin Nguyen.
Lorenzo Schiappa.
Timothy Jung.
James Roth.
Connor Most.
Krista Yost.
Kim Lackner.
Sophia Liu.
Andrew Michael Mercier.
Simon Ing.
Michael William Notham.
Tyler Pizarro.
Penelope Whiffle.
Keslin Huntington.
Kinsey Ward.
Noradeli Villanueva.
Nathan John Delaney.
Rebecca Winning.
Michael Jers.
Hannah Elizabeth Ferreira Rogers.
Erica Solom.
Stuart Hooks.
Nathan Sylvia.
Jack Robinson.
Jeff Wacker.
Nick Knowles.
Alec Boyer.
Adam Dennis McLean.
Jeffrey Shea.
Alex Shaw.
Jenna Provazek.
Alex Paris Ramiticato.
Ergio Becerra.
Jonathan Tenley.
Hannah Bird Sultan.
Enrico Alvaro.
Matthew Houston Duncan.
Vanani Vasundara.
Mackenzie Lennon.
Benjamin Nolan Ryan Johnson.
Pierre Abdel Malek.
Jackson Sheridan.
Giovanni Murillo.
David Galvez.
Joseph Howard Tognolini.
Eric Sindelio Sindel.
Remington James Goodwin.
J. Colin Quinn Briggs.
Tavon John Hershey Brooks.
Winnie Fida Alkindi.
Dennis Tumer.
Sebastian Martinez.
Mike Ropeñez,
Jessica Seagraves,
Carter Sandsmeyer,
Kevin Arlen Tanchenko,
Roman El Numero Stamba,
Melody Dolat,
Aubrey Sloan,
Jordy Goss,
Victoria Carol Carson,
Matthew Thomas Ramiro Edwards,
Paul Brenneman,
Cecil Elijah John Green Jr.,
Sean Tischler,
Roxy Kermani,
Daniel Mark Schledowitz,
Shadynasty Lavelle,
Jordan Wright,
Jonathan Conover,
Buston Voinovich,
Garrett Griffith,
Christopher O'Day,
David James Eng,
Griffin Paul,
Nathaniel Getz,
Christopher Hornbeak,
Joanne Tron,
Wesley Buckingham Willems,
Cynthia Cotto,
Luke Nora,
Natalie Montoya,
Leland Lamb,
Camille Cherry,
Daniel Joseph Yeager,
Megan Elizabeth Savage,
Gabriel Bondoc del Castillo,
Nicholas Adam Crump,
Dakota Schwartz,
Ryan Jake McKay,
Julia Roach,
Noah Stricker,
Alea Perez,
Isaiah Rapko,
Megan Hardesty,
Daniel Schaefer Shore,
Logan Shiner,
Samantha Sturdivant,
John Robertson,
Jacob Hovland,
Wyatt Smith,
Juliana Welch,
Danny Alvarez,
Lane Blankenship,
John Kuzmich,
Sam Lauberton,
Mike Kellerman,
Sean Keeter,
Matthew Ducasse,
Jacob Thaddeus Holmes,
Alan Bailey,
Nick Lewis,
Roman Richard,
Timothy Gachot,
Jonathan Pay,
Ty St. Germain,
Brandon Demaya,
Onessa Fernandez Anastasio,
Ann Bone,
Jocelyn Liu,
Jordan Scarrow,
Sonny Moraga,
Cole Nygren,
Kate Cuddington,
Cody Rhodes,
Kaylee Efstathiou,
Matthew O'Neill,
Erica DeLiva,
Daniel Artemis Miranda,
Ryan Yamas,
Maya Zumel Manzano,
Megan Ann Morgan,
Ryan Roy,
Alma Lopez,
Nancy Huanam Trong,
Joseph Cervantes,
Renee Liu,
Catherine Ann Mayer,
Michael Lee,
Leah Holleran,
Skylar Jang,
Kirsten Baki,
Kyle Tanamura,
Amy Politz,
Emily Wu,
Myra Elizabeth Garcia Concepcion,
Mitchell Zier,
Sarah Douthwaite,
Amanda Barley,
Julian Reyes,
Abby Schmidt,
Christopher Carter,
Daniel Yao,
Dewan Hawk,
Sandy Babbage,
Kyle Gakey,
Andrew John Boyle,
Ronald Richard,
Ian Hughes Wickham,
Annabelle Nikoloff,
Robert Trujillo Rojas,
Elizabeth Murphy,
Deborah Newberry,
Michelle Amaris,
Christian Young,
Camille Lacour,
Christopher Carew,
Eddie Ruano,
Ian Shane Wilson,
J. Armando Vera,
Christopher Barth,
Sarah Smail,
Emily Lopez,
Kristen Datev,
Rebecca McKinley,
Megan Ryan,
Amy Davis,
Suzanne Elizabeth Caldwell,
Eve Olivia Wassenaar,
Stephen Torres,
Dakota Dean,
Aaron Murphy,
William DiVittorio,
Miranda Mills,
Austin Sparks,
Allison Lollick,
Tristan Lennertz,
Megan Lizarraga,
Andrew Wheeler,
Simon Hacker,
Adam Levisser,
Eric Burford,
Michael Glenn Aboud,
Rosalina Iñiguez Ruiz Vasquez,
Nico McAllister Ledwith,
Susie Jaia Yang,
Forrest Lipsky,
Catherine Lacerna,
Matthew Bollinger,
Casey Yi Wong,
Jesse Casido,
Andres Munoz,
Andrew Corvin,
Andy Wong,
Joe Redfern,
Andrew Valles,
Liam Russell,
Alexi Horn,
Jada Evers,
Regan Dyer,
Katie Johnson,
Kelsey Doyle,
Justin Spitzer,
Colleen Beckman,
Hadar Albo,
Catherine Emily Gray,
Sarah Diana Zergan,
Elizabeth Ann Miller,
Reese Gilmore,
Sarah Lerner,
Julian Lozer,
Michael Kramars,
Sam Macy,
Courtney Adelie Sluder,
Tyler Sura,
Kristen Alexandra Hyatt,
Anthony Childers,
Lisa Marie Mueller,
Derek Benson,
Kyle Dennis,
Sarah Ibrahim,
Remy Canto Adams,
Nathan Bond,
Andrew Mickelson,
Javan Negabon,
Jack David Gamboa,
Lucas Hrushka,
Marcus Hernandez,
Jamie Mari Kusumoto,
Shay Tyler,
Angelica Chow,
Sophia De Christopher,
Alyssa Gruezo,
Harry Guchinoff,
Catherine Sylvia Shea,
Aaron Hong Lee,
Sylvia Squilacci,
Gabriela Osias,
Pamela Zito,
Andrew Minnick,
Janessa Danielle Ruiz Cambrera,
Molly Chen,
Teresa Stewart,
Caroline Angel.
Blake Whitney.
David Doe.
Kenneth Ainsley.
Nabila Sarkar.
Gaia Rigi.
Danielle Summy.
Allison Turi.
Peter Williams.
Casey Madsen.
Ellie Sophia O'Connor.
Alyssa Elliott.
Catherine Claire Thompson.
Santi Pirini.
Chad Andrew Evans.
Thomas Patrick Cassidy IV.
Emily Elizabeth Barlog.
Jacob Sayed.
Annie Grace Potter.
Christopher Menezes.
Rodolfo Perez Jr.
Grant Caraway.
Blake Stephen Ferris.
Jeffrey Schloter.
Christopher David Giordano.
Holly Haraguchi.
Hiroki Nagagawa.
Carissa Sid.
Ryan Mishka.
Carlos Roberto Montes.
Alex Short.
Marissa Parasini.
Havel Weidner.
Kara Pugh.
Cole Van Buskirk.
Christo Stoichev.
Gustavo Lopez.
Jarek Fong.
Eva Se.
Kevin Rosenfeld.
Carmen Elizabeth Talavera.
Karis Russell.
Emily Ladarius.
Jeff Wilson.
Allison Betancourt.
Brandon Q.
Cassidy Bingham.
Mark McKinney.
Dorsey Mose.
Zachary Ho.
Alexandra Odesso.
Patrick Keyser.
Kaylani Jensen.
Ziyang Bian.
Sonia Trujillo.
Ken Yasui.
Juliana De La Cruz.
Dylan Mayer.
Colin Patrick Murphy.
Colby Janassi.
Calvin James Bauman.
Jeff Reeves.
Ian Anselm Crouch.
Carolyn Elizabeth King.
David Benjamin Pierce Mertens.
Mark Thomas Brown.
Lawrence Michael Ho.
Caleb Kelsey.
Lucas Kivamaki.
Tyler Scholes.
Alex Glassnap.
Parker Alf.
Jose William Montalvo.
Mitchell Ryan Jackson.
Jeremy Newen.
Joseph Pacheco.
Jenny Newen.
Madison Anders.
Viviana Sanchez.
Ashton Murphy.
Ashley Simoniak.
Court Heineman.
Kristen Fausk.
Kyle Reese.
Carolina Wuskiewicz.
Eva Chen.
Shotaro Kumi.
Myra Lukens.
Benson Tai.
Fina Beecham.
Deeksha Fadness.
Nathaniel LeMay.
Prabjot Suti.
Nathan Diamond.
Brent Boombaka.
Nathan Yee.
Brian Reyes.
Ryan Scott Kellenbeck.
Michael G. Aguilar.
Andrew Peterson.
Randy Anit Estoesa.
Robert Matthews.
Alexander Erler.
Zach Cody.
Kenneth DeCarlo Jr.
James Cottle.
Connor Patrick Beck.
Robert Sheenan.
Megan Ann Hank.
Michael Malone Smith.
Oscar Hernandez Veit.
Rachel Lenora Hess.
Jesse Daniel Chin.
Kyle William Tim.
Eric Fang Tom.
Tyler David Reeson.
Tanya Ruby Ramirez.
Dylan Howell.
Anthony Petrillo.
Derek DiNardo.
Pei Yang.
Victor Eduardo Munoz.
Dana Dimalanta.
Brian Moore.
Christine Loyola Melendez.
Erin Elizabeth Greenlee.
Carmen Muller.
Austin Otto.
Caitlin Janelle Bishop.
Eric Dibsetter.
Gary Dominguez.
Terrence Stark.
Riley James Snyder.
Daniel Baraka.
Arturo Zaragoza Jr.
Toby Chan.
Edward Troshin.
Stephen Daly.
Garrett Stewart Finkelstein.
Torgeir Johan Lindborg.
Christina Moran Price.
Stanton Wu.
Shireen Gishan.
Ryan Pham.
Ian Hayward Balosh.
Matthew Suarez.
Jerome Wu.
Jonathan Chadwell.
Eric Poon.
Braden Nicholas Manauda Beck.
Neiman Kabarinasab.
Alex Ottoboni.
Michael Gerard Gibbons.
Diana Fan.
Brian Cochran.
Amy Nakamura.
Maribel Covarrubias.
Kobe Farwick.
Jonathan Turner.
Joey Navarro.
Preet Koskla.
Ian Hellman Wiley.
Julia Isabella Kanata.
Jacob Russ.
Dustin Platt.
Victor Rojas.
Jordan Raybold.
Matthew Walker.
Paul Quiaba.
Jared Anthony Spadaro.
Harrison King.
Nguyen Hong.
Garrett Thomas Clunk.
Logan Williams.
Daniel Jacob Barata.
Jimmy Winnie.
Jake Stone.
Mac Alliston.
Isaac David Blundell.
Eric Koch.
Justin Taiki Fukada.
Shota Watanabe.
Ariel Lena Rayleigh.
Jacob Betancourt.
Lauren Edwards.
Dylan Carey.
Colby Hashimoto.
Ryan Askew.
Garland Poon.
Nico Garcia. Johnny Abercrombie. Lucas Miscavicius. Tracy Castongue. Matthew Ferrari. And Brennan Bryant.
Congratulations, graduates. We are very, very Cal Poly proud of you this afternoon. The platform party will now exit the stadium. On behalf of the faculty and staff at Cal Poly, we wish you, each of you, every success in the future and much cooler days. Congratulations.